Person fails to master support and resistance. Have I lost my voice? I don't know. If a person could master support and resistance, ladies and gentlemen, then we can basically say that this person is going to trade. Okay. But if someone cannot be able to master support and resistance, then this person may not be able to call themselves traders. Okay. And so the basis of trading, or the start of trading, comes from the most important part of this business, or the most important part of what everybody needs to put their focus on, and that is support and resistance. If there's something you have ever thought about to learn and understand when it comes to technical analysis, although when we are analyzing the market, when we started, we talked about things like the three aspects of trading. Could we get into the chart and could we mention the three aspects of trading? One, we have technical analysis that we are talking about right now. Let me go to other types of analysis that could be done for someone to get a perfect trade. Other types of analysis, thank you so much, Rita Batra. We have looked at fundamental analysis and also sentimental analysis. Thank you so much, my great leaders. Thank you so much, Mama, all the way from that side of Zimbabwe. We love you so much, and thank you so much. All right. So, although we do all those analyses, when it comes to the ability to do technical analysis, everything runs on one major aspect. And this aspect, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call support and resistance. And we're going to spend close to over a week trying to look at this fantastic topic, trying to go into depth about this topic, trying to get better to this topic. Yesterday, what we are trying to look at is fundamental analysis. Yesterday in the night, if you attended that training where I went into coin market cap, or just building a foundation of fundamental analysis, but we are going to focus on technical analysis. And our major topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, is one of its own kind, one of its own caliber, one of its own understanding, and that is none other than technical analysis. If you can see my screen, give me one in the chat. If you can see my screen, give me one in the chat. Okay. When we started the training, we said that any good trader must be able to understand the three types of market trends. And we went ahead and categorically said that the market makes moves in the downward trend, the market makes moves in an uptrend, and the market makes moves in a sideways market, or what we call a ranging market. And basically, when we looked at all these analyses, we say that when the market is moving down, as we're going to see, when the market is moving down, very important as a trader, the market starts moving down. Why? Because the sellers are in control. As sellers are selling, there is high selling pressure in the market. The market starts moving down. But as this market is moving down, it doesn't move down in a straight line. It keeps on forming down and upward movement. Down and upward movement. Down and upward movement. And when the market's on a downward trend, it moves from a highest point, which we call a higher high. A higher high. These terminologies, I want them to get used to your ears because we are going to use them. We shall always say that the market is going to form a higher high. And when the market forms a higher high, then drastically moves down, then we say it has moved from a higher high and it has formed a lower low. A lower low means a lowest point. Then you find that when the market drastically makes that move, it does not continue in that movement directly. It makes a simple upward movement, which we call a retracement. And so we shall say the market is forming a lower low and a lower high. This high is coming from a lowest point, then it forms a new lowest point, then it forms a new lower high, then it forms a new lowest point, then it forms a new. Give me one in the chat if that is simple to understand. We are going to go to the market and look at how that looks like. Give me one in the chat. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, on a downward movement, if you look at the highest point in the market, let me say this is where the highest point is, and you draw a straight line above these points. These are usually the highest point, these ones. It's up to you whether you call them lower lows or lower highs. But these points that are the highest, and your goal when drawing this line without forcing it should be at least to make sure that you have 3 touches. Now, when you draw your line, you want your line to at least have 2 to 3 touches, touching these points that went above these ones. You find that there is no candle that is forming above. You will term this as a downward trend. So, in simple terms, on a downward trend, we draw what we call trend lines. You know, a trend line is a line that determines the direction of the market. I think when I use the word trend now, you understand me. We say there is a downward trend, there is an uptrend, there is a ranging market. So we use a trend line to draw a line above candles on a downward trend. And we shall see on an upward trend, we draw a trend line below candles. Now, when we draw our line here, for example, when we draw our line here, like you see here, and then a candle moves below, and then it closes above our line. When I use the word close, you must be understanding me. A green candle moves below our line, then it closes above, then we shall start to say that this candle has broken. The word is called broken or break. It's up to you how you use English. Someone's about to say my English is very poor. Who told you I'm an Englishman? Me, the language I speak came by ship. I have a native language, which I know very well. You see, someone can sit on your head that they know English. It is just a common language, like our language. So me, I'm not an Englishman. I'm just trying. So when you hear it is not perfect, don't say point of correction. There is that word is not used like that. Me, I'm not an Englishman. You just understand, okay? Don't say point of correction. You need it to punctuate. Me, I'm here to make money. So there is no punctuation systems here. You have used the past participle. You must use manya present what? No. Just focus on the English where you understand. I'm not an Englishman. So, when a candle moves below our drawn line and closes above our drawn line, we shall start to say that this candle has broken this line. And this line has broken, has been a resistance, because all of you can see the market came, reached here, it came down. Came, tried to reach here, it came down. Came, tried, touched here, it came down. Came again, it is trying. Came again, it tried here, it failed. It tried here, it is struggling. And once it breaks this line, then we shall say this candle has broken our resistance. It means that if this market was a ceiling wall, it means this market has been trying to jump, touch the ceiling, it comes down. Touch the ceiling, it comes down. Touch the ceiling. But now it has broken the wall of the ceiling. But we are not yet sure whether this breakout is a fake or a real breakout, which we are going to see. It might be a fake. What do I mean by fake? The candle closes above here, then immediately things change and the market repeat going down. But we shall see what is a real breakout and what is a fake out. And a breakout means, ladies and gentlemen, a real breakout, the candle will close above, a green candle will close above, then a red candle will form, but it will also close above. So this is the breakout candle, and this is what we call a test candle. So this breaks and this tests the line. So once a candle breaks and you see a test candle, then closing above, which is red, this is green usually, this one is red, then we shall say the market has formed a breakout. Give me one in the chart, if that is clear. Give me one in the chat, if that is clear. Now, someone is focusing on the English. That was a joke. Focus on the information. You know, someone can die on the joke. He keeps on typing a lot of messages about the joke, about the joke. Me, I'm joking. If you're not used to me, you might suffer on these calls. You might focus on my jokes than on the knowledge. You suffer, you stone the joke. Yeah, I'm joking. You type so many words, even I don't read them. So when I joke, if your problem is English, I don't have any way of helping. The common language I can use is English. It is a common language. We have people from Africa, we have people from Asia, we have people from Europe. If you don't understand English, then get back to your upline. Get back to your upline to maybe try to interpret for you in a language you understand. But me here, I only use English. There is no other language I'll ever use. I'm very sorry. Because you see, someone can say, the guy is called Kabanda. Why doesn't he speak Luganda? But my language is not the only language in this world. There are so many other local languages. So please, English is the only language I can use. I have no option for you. I'm sorry. Okay, so when you join this call, just know it will be English. Now, let's go to the market. Let's go to the market. And then we try to see if we can look at support and resistance. Okay, my trading view is loading. And the cryptocurrency I'm looking at is YFI. Okay. All right, so once you get your trading view, like you were taught by my land friend, Mr. Coach Coach Mopiwa. So I will just allow me get my page better. Get my page better, right? Okay. So I usually advise you analyze your market in a bigger time frame. If you could look at this here, I'm using a PC. There are time frames. I don't know what is happening. My cursor has disappeared. Please come. Just a minute, guys. There's something that's not adding up. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? All right. Okay. So this is trading view. This is If you don't have trading view, go and download. If you want to understand what is appearing here, you need to go back to the videos that we started with. We are not ready to keep repeating. But on top here, on this side, if you're using a PC, these are the cryptocurrencies. For you to move from one cryptocurrency to another, you just go to your PC and then you type the name of the coin you want to look at. For example, if I want to look at BTC, so I just come here and I type. You type. Then the coin will change. Okay? I may not take too much time because I want us to move fast. Now, focus on a bigger time frame. When you talk about bigger time frame, we are saying you cannot analyze the market in 5 minutes and then plan to make your entry in 15 minutes time frame. No. You analyze your market in a bigger time frame. For example, I could check the market in 1 day. Then when I'm looking for an entry in the market, I will go to 4 hours or 1 hour or 30 minutes. So you move from big going to small. You don't move from small going to big. Is that clear? Give me one in the chat. You don't move from small going to big. You move from big going to small. Give me one in the chat. If that is clear. Simple. Okay, so let's now get to the gist of the game. All right. Okay. Now here, is the market. And all of us should be able by now to see that in this scenario, the market was moving down. And we call this a downward trend. And you can see that this was the highest point that the market formed. But as this market is forming all these points, it forms something like this. Look clearly, guys. Up, it forms this V, and down, it forms this V. Up, it forms this V, and down, it forms this V. Up, it forms this V. So if you can see this and this, give me a 2 in the chart. Good. I'm not praying bad, but anyone who's getting this knowledge for free and is not willing to respond in the chat for me to know whether they are learning or not, in good spirit, let them go as they came. Me, I will not deal with all this stuff. You either say I don't understand, then I know that you understand. Or you either say I understand, then I know you understand. Then we move. But you being here as if you're a backup bencher, there's no backup benching in making money. I know I'm dealing with elder people. The reason why I ask it is to help me find out whether we are coordinating. I want to find out whether things are working out or I'm passing time. So you typing a 2 is a response that you are understanding. It's not a response that you are helping me. And this helps me to find out whether we should continue or I should repeat something for you. But these issues of you being here until the end, I will always pray. I will always pray that you forget. Get assured. Because the way I teach is to make sure that I keep things very simple. I don't use terminologies. I keep things as easy as possible. And I want you to respond as simple as that. There's nothing I need from anyone. So you can see that this market, let me clear and begin again. This market formed this V here, then it moved up, then it formed this V here, then it moved down, then it formed this V here, then it moved up. Let me widen my screen so that it becomes clear to someone who cannot see. Can we see now? There is this, then there is this, there is this. I may not finish all of them. You might be seeing like 20 when I'm seeing one. So don't quarrel. Why is he not seeing mine? So can we see those points? Down here and up here. You see this? A shape. Can you see this shape? Now, our role here while trading is to connect these points, these ones. Like I'm going to do. We are going to connect. We are going to draw a line on top of these candles to prove to us that it is a downtrend, because you see the market comes, touches that point, comes down again, touches that point, comes down again, touches that point. And we could say that this is a downward trend. Give me one in the chart if that is clear. Then we are going to draw the line. Okay, thank you. All right. That's so weird. Adolescent, you leave me alone. I don't know that. I didn't know you were here. So where we don't understand, we should type a 0 exactly. Yeah, if you don't understand, you type a 0. So did Adori send you? I didn't know you were here. I'm humbled to have you. You are my best friend. You know, there are so many friends I have in Royal Q, but Lidadori is text number 1, ladies and gentlemen. One of the reasons that I'm very, very successful in this business is because of that lady. I love her so much, and there are 3 ladies I respect in Royal Q. There are around 5, very much. They have been with me when even things were not working out. Thank you so much. So if you are here and you are the one, I hope you are. You are my best friend. You are my number 1 in crypto ambassadors in Royal Q. You know, I'm successful because of that lady, and I really respect her so much. And if anyone dare touch you, I will open a war always. Anyone touches you, did I not send you? If you are here, hey, anyone touches you, opens the war on me direct, I better burn all my bones. But nobody should disturb you in this business. I'm joking, guys. But let's now draw the line. That was a by the way. Let's now draw the line. You know, someone may get out of this Zoom annoyed. Why is he not talking about me? Why is he not talking about me? I'm a very hardworking person. No. And someone gets off and he throws the towel on the air. So we are going to come here. If you're using your phone, below, you will see what we call trend line. So come and pick this called a trend line. And this is the trend line. And put it at this top. You see this highest point. What my brother, my land friend, Coach Mopiwa might have called a higher high. This highest, you see this is a shadow. And above the shadow, there is a top. So this toppest part. That's where you're going to put your cursor. And when you put your cursor at a plus sign, you tap. And when you tap, a dot will appear. Then you freely draw your line without emotions or anything. And your goal is to have 2 to 3 touches. So, as simple as that. And so it means that if I pick a path, I don't know where a path is, but let me see if I can get a path here. Sorry, guys, just bear with me. Okay, if I pick this path, you see the market moved from this point to this point. I'll just skip some, but then from here, I'll take this lowest point here. Then you see it pushed, touched this line. I'll skip those others, then I come to this one. And you see it touched this line. So it means this line here is where the market is being resisted. And it has been resisted the first time, resisted the second time, resisted the third time. And this is what we could call a downward trend. Give me one in the chart if that is clear. We now want to go to a downward, and we could say that this point is a higher high that formed a lower low, that formed a lower high, that later formed a lower low, that formed a lower high. Is that hard? Let me know. Is that hard? Let me know. Hey, this is Doris Great. Okay, Mama. It's well, my dear. Yeah. Mama, you are one of the founders of this business. You have been present with us for a long time. Okay. So, support and resistance. Support and resistance. I don't believe it's hard. What is confusing you now? Someone saying I'm getting confused. Is there any confusion? No, I've skipped all these other points. There are so many lower lows and lower highs in between, but I've skipped them. What is your someone was saying here in the chat, what is confusing you? Is this hard? We haven't started to talk about support and resistance. We are still looking at trends of the market. We have described, I see we are 220. Which lines are confusing you now? The line I've used to draw is called the trend line. The line, what is confusing you? I'm trying to show you how to look at the market and say this is a downward trend, this is an upward trend, this is a ranging market. So we have said on a downward trend, we draw a trend line above the candles. So we can see drastically, I've skipped some lower lows and lower highs. There are so many in between because there could be so many, but I've skipped, but I've said we shall always look at 3 touches of the market. Okay. Okay, so can we move on? Give me one in the chat if we could move on now to something else. Could we move on to something else? All right, so let's move on. You don't need to perfect everything you see here. What you do is now you learn Then at your own time, you go and practice. You don't practice while you are here. That's where people get confused. Here you learn. Then you go and try. Okay? I don't know if I'm clear. Give me a 2 in the chat if I'm clear. Here you pay attention. You don't try here. Here you pay attention. Then at your own time, you go and try. Then tomorrow you come back and say, I tried this and it did not work out for me. The challenge with some of you are here and you are struggling with your trading view. As you are struggling there, you things are not adding up. So here you learn. Then you go and try. Then you come back tomorrow and say, I didn't get this. But you cannot be serving 2 masters at the same time. Okay, so I've finished this, so I'm moving on to next. And I'll clear everything now. I'll get back to my slides. The reason why I may not focus so much is this is recorded. So if you don't get it, I may not focus to make sure that everybody understands. That's usually my training approach. You go back at your own time and try first. I don't believe in curiosity. I believe that someone could first go and try. So let's now go to an uptrend. When prices keep on increasing, then the market will also form what it formed in a downtrend scenario, but now in a better way. Now the market will be forming what you call an uptrend, and it will be forming points we call, so it will move from the lowest point. Like that time we started from the lowest point. So this will be a lower low. It will move from a lower low, and then it will form a higher high. In the future, I'll give you an indicator that gives these points. There's an indicator that will show you these points free of charge. So from a higher low, a higher high, it forms a higher low. From a higher low, it forms a higher high, from like that. And it forms an uptrend. And when we draw a line below these candles, we shall say this market is on an uptrend. And it's important. So let's go to the market and find a trend. If you can see my screen, I'm going to look for a cryptocurrency by the names of Solana, because it has a previous uptrend. I said you just type the name if you're using a PC. If you're using a phone, you need to look through your list. So I'll go to bigger time frame of 1 day or 4 hours. I don't see this giving me a better training aspect. Solana is not giving a good aspect, so I'll look for another coin. All right, beautiful, fantastic. Can we see back WRX in the 4-hour time frame? I will come here. This is a PC, and if you're using a phone, the previous speaker, none other than my land friend, Mr. Coach Mopiwa. Now someone is saying Mr. Coach. What type of English? Who told you I'm an Englishman? Coach Mopiwa told you that you tap on the plus sign, then you go to, you will find different categories. If you're on your phone and you're on your, someone might be here. I don't see that trend line. Repeat it. I don't see it on my phone. When you open a coin you want to trade and you tap on the plus sign, Sun looks to be a very good coin to trade. Then you go on when you go on drawings, down you'll see different categories, trend lines, Gaussian and Fibonacci, geometric shapes. So go through and find that indicator or that tool I'm talking about. So this is the path. So the path helps us just to indicate. You could see that the market moved from here. I'll just show just a simple to here.
Coach,
Then to
Coach,
this
please
point,
take
closer
us to the
attention.
screen
Then
where you
it
are.
went
You
high
have left
here.
us to the other screen.
I'll skip that. Then it came here.
Coach
Then
Julius.
it went high. Then it came here. Then
Coach
it went
Julius.
high. Then it came here.
Coach
Now
Julius.
this coin has changed direction. But if you could see previously, if we were
Coach
to
Julius.
draw a line and connect these points together, these ones here, you would see that we could draw a line below the candles. That time we do the line above the candles. Give me a 2 in the chart if that is simple. Just by seeing, then we're going to draw the line. Then we
Coach
are
Julius,
going
can
to
you hear me?
draw
Coach.
the line. Give me a 2 in the chart if that is simple. To see. You're not seeing my screen, eh? Okay, so let me share again. Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Can you see my screen now? Okay. So let me first drop a coin for trading in the different announcement areas where I do that. And you're gonna look at that coin here. We are gonna look at that coin here with us. I have dropped the signal where I'm supposed to drop it. If you know, you know. So I've dropped the signal to where I'm supposed to drop it. And then now, okay. So just a minute to allow people. I know I'm already late, but I'm dealing with this. Then tomorrow, I will enter support and resistance in another mode. So the signal is 1 inch. The signal is 1 inch. It has a preset price of 0.4486. So it means the coin is here. The preset price was a little bit around there. So it is still valid, because the current price is a little bit now here, a little bit lower. So it means the entry of this coin is almost at current price. So nobody is late. You could enter at current price and take 3%. And okay. So depending on the analysis being done, maybe someone could have drawn a trend line from here, this lowest point. This could be maybe the lower low. And, maybe, I don't know. But me, I want to focus on my topic so that someone could be able to see what I want to talk about. So if I draw a trend line from this point, you could see the market here, focus on the area. From here, it moves up here, comes down here, moves up here, comes down here. Now it has broken this area. And so it has broken this. Now, why are you drawing on my screen? I believe I'm dealing with old people. Me, I'm not like Coach Mupiwa. I want to respect you as also you respect my time and why I'm here. Please don't write in my screen. I don't want to be someone says that man is bad. No, please don't write in my screen. In good spirit, I don't see any reason why as I'm writing you are also writing. You go and write in your own trading view. I have no problem with you. But let me pick WRX gives me a better perception of what I want to share. So you allow you trade the signal because those ones are appearing the other side. Then I focus on why I'm here. Okay. I'll look at WRX because okay, there are okay. Let me use something. Okay, it is here. But that one looks a little bit better. Okay. So when you come and tap on trend lines, we are going to look at several, don't worry. And we put it at this lowest point. And we draw a line below these candles. We could definitely see if we bring this path, this path thing, that the market moved from here, came up here, came down here, maybe came up here. I don't care where it went, but you could see there is that movement of the market moving up, come back, touch the line, move down again. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So when you draw a trend line below the candles, you would see candles come touch your line, then move up. Candles come touch your line, then move up. Come touch your line, move up. Come touch your line, move up. Come touch your line. And this line you have drawn here below the candles, you want to see if this coin is on an up trend. But the trend can change. Let me go to my last. So I'll stop sharing. So I believe every trader must be able to look at the market and define and say, this is an uptrend, this is a downtrend. That's what I'm trying to talk about. Because it's going to be important as we draw support and resistance. Okay. So when you draw, this is a sample. When you draw below the candles, you could see the candles come and touch. They may not be perfect. You may find someone is struggling to make sure that when he draws his line, every area is touched. No. Just draw it from one point, look for another point. Maybe the middle point you don't touch. You don't need to be perfect. I hope that is also clear. Okay. So we have what we call a ranging market. So the market, when we talk about ranging, when you're going to be looking at support and resistance, when I draw a line on top and a line at the bottom, the market is just moving in between these two lines. And so it might break out and it goes down, or it might break here and it moves up. So it is ranging. So it is a mixture of lower lows, lower highs, higher lows. And those are the three market trends. So we have the ranging market. The market is moving, touching the upper line and the lower line, the upper line and the lower line, and it's moving in between. It has no definite direction. It is not moving up, it is not moving down, it is moving in between. And we call that a ranging market. Let me go to the market and we find one example. And I believe that could be a good start for today. Okay. I want you to look at this market here. If I come here on these trend lines and I pick a horizontal line and I draw this line at this point here, then I come back again, I pick a second horizontal line, I'll tell you where to draw, don't worry, and I draw it there. All of you seeing on my screen, you could definitely see that the market moved from this point. I'll just ignore the middle part, came down, moved here, came down, moved here. Now it's here. When we are going to go into details in support and resistance, you could see that this point here is here and is here. I don't know if you guys, you can see. There was an area here where the market has refused to penetrate. I don't know. Give me one in the chat if you can see. Let me clear my screen. Let me remove so that I show you. Although the market here, it is ranging, there is this area here. This one here. And this one here. And this one here. You see that this is an area where the market, it came here, came down, broke out, broke down again, moved up, came here, moved up, came down, resisted here, came down, break it out, came down. So this area here, we are going to talk about support and resistance. Can you see that? Give me one in the chat if you can see that area. This one where you are entering this 1 inch. Can you see that area? Give me one in the chat if you can see. We are going to talk about support and resistance, but I just wanted to show you something. So we are going to talk about how to draw these lines. Okay. So when I draw a line on top and I draw a line on bottom, you can definitely see that the market is moving in here. It is moving in between my two lines from here down, here down, here down, and now it is here. Two things can happen. It can continue down or move up, but it is moving in between my two lines. I don't know if I'm making sense. Give me one in the chat if it is simple. Tell me, is it simple, is it hard? And so it is a ranging market. I have not yet started drawing support and resistance. Muluganda mnyizo gamba bana yemwefuge. Me, I haven't started to draw support and resistance. I'm showing you what is an uptrend, what is a downtrend, what is a ranging market. But some of you are becoming a problem. Teach me how to draw the line. Show me how you are moving the line. Who has told you that I've started teaching that? You are becoming a problem. I'm telling you what to focus on. I'm in Masaka, you want to be in Dubai. But you haven't understood the road in Masaka. Teach me. I want to know the line. Teach me. I want. What about when I reach there? What will you say? Some of you be slow with me. You are still here. Someone wants to be in Dubai. Now, why don't you go in Dubai direct than being here? We are not on the same page. Teach me. I want to know tell me the path. How do I move the path to east, to west, to north, to middle, to center? I want to go with the path. When you draw, I draw. When you Now, what about when I reach there? What will you tell me? Move with me. Move with what I'm teaching. Don't move with where you want to go. I'm the driver. Why do you want to steal the steering from me? As if when I was coming here to start the topic, I first told you what I'm going to share. You move with my pace. Don't move at your own pace. What about when I reach there? This is how we draw the line. What will you say? That I wanted to get it faster? So we are going to, you must be able, that's my main point, to look at the market and understand that this is a ranging market, this is a trending market, this is a market taking and such a direction, because even right now, this signal is seated on support and resistance. There is a something here being repeating itself, and so we expect the market to move in an upward or a downward direction. Two things can happen. I believe by now we all can tell three directions of the market: an uptrend, a downtrend, and a ranging market. If you have a question about that, that was the topic for today, and tomorrow we are still traveling. It's a long journey of support and resistance. Sure, it's a long journey, and I usually move at my pace. I will not move at anybody's pace. So you either move at my pace or you ignore me. So unless there is a question about looking at the market and defining those, that's where I want to stick to. If no questions, I know people want to be very far. People want to learn very fast, but move on my pace so that we do not collide. So that we do not collide on the roads to prosperity. With that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to thank you. If no questions on those topics, I would like to thank you. And then to see you tomorrow on Friday, where I'll be handling now how to draw those specific lines and areas that most of you are your interest. So today's topic was simple: identify